Hello and welcome. My name is Rafał Sobolewski. I'm Chief Product Officer in Nozbe. And today I'm going to show you how you can easily migrate your data from Nozbe Personal to new Nozbe. I hope this video will help you to decide if you want to stay in Nozbe Personal for now or test our new Nozbe app to check it out and see if it can become your new trusted productivity system. The most important thing you must know about our migration process is that it's a two-step process. First, you only import your project's tasks and team, if you have one, and that way you can use new Nozbe for 30 days with your data to really figure it out and see if it's your new trusted productivity system or you need to stay with Nozbe Personal. Once you make sure you want to migrate, that it's a solution for you, then you can migrate your subscription from Nozbe Personal to new Nozbe. That way, you don't risk anything performing the first step, the import, because your data still stays in Nozbe Personal and it's just copied to new Nozbe, so you can test it. Okay, I will now go through the whole process so you can see how it looks like. So here I have my Nozbe Personal account opened. And if I go to settings, account, and I scroll down, I have here migrate data from Nozbe Personal to Nozbe. I can just click open Migrator. Okay, here we are on the Migrator page. Before you perform import, you want to check out FAQ section and read through all of this to understand how migration works. As Nozbe Personal and new Nozbe are two separate products with like very similar concepts but different data structure. So not 100% of your data can be migrated. So it's very important for you to learn which data will not be imported at this step. You will be available to import it later with project import. Anyway, but once I perform the import, then I will go through some details of it. So let's go. Do I migrate a team here? Yes, I migrate a team. I have 4-people team. I have me in my team, Hubert, Magda, and Michael. And I also share some projects with someone outside of my team, which is who is Radek. So yeah, anyway, I have my team and now I can set a name for my team. However, if I don't have a team, I don't have to do that. I can just click import and that's it. Okay, and now we can perform an import. So once you perform an import, of course, we will send you an email once it's done. So in the background, a server is creating a new account for you right now in new Nozbe for the same email address associated with your Nozbe Personal account. Or maybe you already have had an account in new Nozbe. In that case, we will just migrate your team or only your projects and tasks from Nozbe Personal as a new team in new Nozbe. Let's check if we already received an email. Yes, as you can see, we have an email from Nozbe that my data migration has been successful. In the meantime, when import was happening, my teammates from Nozbe Personal have been invited to my team in new Nozbe, and they have invitations in their inbox. I will show you how they can accept them and set up their accounts in my new team in new Nozbe at the end of this video. Okay, now let's focus on this because our server created an account in new Nozbe for me, but I have never set up a password for this account. That is why I need to do so. So now I can set up a password. Okay, now I have set up the password. I click reset and my password has been changed because I actually never had a password. And now I can log in to account. All right, let's see. Never. Now it asks me if I want to allow notifications. Okay, now I have my new Nozbe account. My team is set up. I have Hubert, Magda, and Michael on the team. They have to still accept the invitation. You have access to 4 projects. That means that 4 projects has been imported. Yeah, but next to my data from Nozbe Personal, there are also some onboarding tasks that can help me learn new Nozbe. So if you're new to Nozbe, I strongly recommend to go through those tasks. And if you already know the product, you can just complete them. However, there's one task: compare Nozbe Personal to new Nozbe. So we have a dedicated page when you can compare the differences between 2 products. As I mentioned, the concept of structure of projects, tasks, and comments is very similar in both products, but there are some fundamental differences. Here is the table with them, and check out the Q&A section. And the question number 3, we have a detailed table with all the features of both apps. And so maybe there is some feature that you use extensively in Nozbe Personal that is crucial for your workflow. So you want to check it out if this feature is available or will be available in new Nozbe. And yeah, you can do that on this website. And if you have any questions, you can always click here and leave us a message, and our customer success team will get back to you with all the answers. Okay, but let's go back to Nozbe account and let's see what actually has been important. Okay, let's complete those tasks so they are not in the way. Okay, so as I can see, the project house renovation, which was my private project here, is updated. Let's check it out. It has 4 tasks, and in Nozbe Personal it had 2 tasks. But the trick is that my attachments that are attached directly to the project that were not connected with any tasks in this project, they were imported as tasks here. So here it is. Here's my inspiration for home office. The section project attachments has been created. So as you can see, there is this difference. You can actually create sections in new Nozbe, and tasks can be actually files that you can work on. You can pin this command, and you can work with your colleagues to get feedback to it, for example. However, this is a private project, so it's not the case. But yeah, let's see what else. New site, layout project. And so this was the project that was shared with my 3 other team members. So in new Nozbe, this is a project that is accessible for everyone in my team. So that way, when I invite a new team member to my team, they will automatically see this project. That is the crucial difference between new Nozbe and Nozbe Personal, as when you create a project in a team, then the default is that it's accessible for everyone in a team. So that way you don't have to, each time you create a project, invite everyone and so on. Of course, you can limit the access for selected users, so don't worry. Okay, and there is top secret project that I had shared with only Michael, and here it is. It is top secret. It has different icon, and as you can see, it is only available for Michael. All right, there are 2 more projects, that actually 3 more projects that have not been imported. How to start and become a Nozbe Ninja in Nozbe Personal. They are onboarding projects in Nozbe Personal, so there is no sense to import them to Nozbe. And no Office podcast project. It is, as you can see, this is the project shared with Hubert, Magda, and Michael. They are my team members, but this project is also shared with Radek. Radek is our external contractor that is editor of the podcast. So every time we record an episode, we just send the recordings to him so he can put together audio episode. And he's not a part of our core team; he's only a contractor. And we share this project in Nozbe Personal with him. And this project has not been imported because it was shared with someone outside of my team. That's one thing you want to check it out, because if you have such a project, it's not a big problem, because if you go to settings, you can still import project from Nozbe Personal. And that way, here you put your login credentials to Nozbe Personal, and you can actually log in and select projects to be imported. As you can see, there are still projects that already have been imported are still there on Nozbe Personal. You can go back to working on Nozbe Personal to them. However, they are not in sync between new Nozbe and Nozbe Personal. Okay, now we can import actually this project. I want to make it available for my whole company, of course. So that will be Michael, Hubert, and Magda. And okay. So here is project. This project is imported. Now here, share project with another team. And that way I can put Radek's email address here and send him invitation, and he will be able to join, to create his own account, his own team, his own workspace in new Nozbe. He can have a free account, up to 5 projects, up to 5 people. So don't worry, you will be still able to work with your contractors in new Nozbe. What else? The tasks from inbox. So pick up birthday cake with errands, bike, categories has been imported to single tasks. So single task is this place in new Nozbe where are all the tasks that don't fit into specific project, and you can actually delegate such a task to people in your team. So it's a task me feature. So actually, thanks to this, you don't have to create every time a project. If you just need one small thing from someone from your team, and it would be just too much to create a project for that. So for those two purposes, we have single tasks, and yeah. Pick up birthday cake for our 15th birthday of Nozbe. And speaking of that, we have 15th birthday, and for that reason, we give everyone $15 for creating a new account in new Nozbe, or if you already have an account in Nozbe, you can just create a new team to get $15 in credits. And by importing my account from Nozbe Personal, I already did that. So if I go to settings, refer a team to Nozbe, I can see I have already $15 in credits. I can use that to extend my premium plan, or I can set up my referral link, write my testimonial, and actually recommend Nozbe to others. And for that, earn more credits. And when I get $100, I can just pay it out with cash. So that way you can actually earn money, or just use it. Still recommend Nozbe, and use the credits you earn to extend your premium plan and save money on your Nozbe Premium subscription. And yeah, speaking of subscription, the cool thing about this migration process is that at this moment, I have only imported my team, tasks, and projects. And as you can see, I have premium plan valid till 26 February. So actually, when you import your account from Nozbe Personal, if you have trial or premium account in Nozbe Personal, we give you 30 days free trial for Nozbe Premium in New Nozbe. And if you are ready to migrate your subscription, you can do so. Because, as I said, your data is still in Nozbe Personal, so you can get back to it. If for some reason you decided that New Nozbe is not for you, you can still be using Nozbe Personal as your trusted productivity system. That's okay. When you are ready to migrate, you can just extend your plan and use your Nozbe Personal subscription. So let's see what will happen. Yes, my subscription has been imported successfully. You should see the updated plan in a few minutes, so it may take a while. So let's see. Yes, and now as you see, your current plan is Nozbe Teams Premium 7, and it's valid until February 26, 2023. So that was actually the validation date of my Nozbe Premium, Nozbe Personal subscription. So it just got copied, and I had a plan small business for 6 people. And in New Nozbe, there is no plan for 6 people. We have plan for 7 people. So that way I got extra free slot for free, actually. So that's really nice. Okay, and in some time, my subscription here in Nozbe Personal should be updated, and it is updated as I refresh the page. It's now valid till January 29, so 2 days. All right, so that is how important works. And now I will show you how the people from your team, like Hubert, Magda, and Michael, can set up their account to join Nozbe company. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so my teammates have their invitation in their inbox, and they can click accept. They see this information that they have been invited to Nozbe company. If they already have an account, they can log in and accept invitation inside the app. So we just sign up. The email is already prepared. Now we set up a password, a name, Hubert. Okay, so Hubert, and accept all. And Hubert joined the company. So as you can see, Hubert has access to our project. That was our Migrator system from Nozbe Personal to New Nozbe. I hope it helped you to make a decision, and I strongly recommend all of you to test the New Nozbe to see if it fits your needs for your productivity trusted system. And if not, you can always stay in Nozbe Personal. Okay, thank you. My name is Rafał Sobolewski. I'm Chief Product Officer in Nozbe, and that was our Migrator demo. Thank you.